Hi, welcome to Coding Ultimate Guide. In this tutorial, we are going to learn while loops in Python. Python has two primitive loops commands. First is while loop and second is for loops. And we already discussed in the last session what is for loops. So in this tutorial, we are going to learn while loops. The while loop is the when we can execute a setup statement as long as the condition is true. In this case, we use in this graph that whenever we start a while loop, we must have to initialize a specific variable, and always while loop is used for increment or decrement purposes. And for increment or decrement purposes, we have to initialize the variable. In part, we have to initializations. Then, then we will verify if this condition is true. If this condition is true, then it will go inside the while loop condition and to the statement. And the statement should be either increment or decrement, because while loop always used for increment or decrement purposes. If this while loop condition is false, and it will end the loops. So let's just give an example. First, we have to initialize our variable. Let's say my I is my variable and that I contain a value 1. Then to do that, for while I less than 6, in I equal to I plus 1. So this is my increment. Okay. So first, what I did, first I initialize our variable, then I create a while loop. If while loop, that is I less than 6, obviously I less than 6, and I print the I, and then I increment or decrement. So here I get an increment statements. So if I run, it will give me the output up to 5, because up to 5 our condition is true, right? So after the sixth, our condition is false. That's why it executed our program. And we can also use the break statement in while loop. And also note that here, remember to increment the I, or else the loop will be continue forever. So if I will not increment here, the if I will comment this line, then our loop will be run as an infinity loop, because because I did not provide the increment or decrement. We must have to give a increment or decrement for a finite loop in while loop. Okay. So the next statement is break statement. With the break statement, we can stop the loop even if the while condition is true. So, for example, my I let's say let me copy this example and paste it here in this condition. So I can do that. So if I is equal to 3, I can do break. So in this condition, I that in this condition that the with the break statement we can stop the loop, then the this number will be matched. So in this condition, if I run this, it will up to the 3. So when the I is 3, then it will stop the loops. Okay. So this is called my break statement. We can also use the continue statements. So the so with the continue statement, we can stop the current iteration and continue with the next one. So this is kind of the exclude. So for example, let me copy this one and paste it here. Insert variable 0, and let me say uh, paste it here, and paste this one. this case that the number that is 3 will exclude and run the program which is the less than 6, and that done is that the program will be 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6, because until the 6th our program is in this condition is true, and the if I is 3, that will continue, that will be skip this number, and also that will exclude this number and will execute the rest number up to this condition is true. And next is uh, else statement. In the else statement we can run a block of code once the condition is no longer is true. So for example, so it will print a message once the condition is false. So in this condition, let me copy the for loop example and paste it here. In this condition, that I will run up to the 6, and after the 6, the else condition will be run, because in this condition, the after the 6, the while loop will be false, and the else condition will be run. So in this condition, if I run this, it give me the number up to the 5, because after the 5 the 6 is already in this. If I is 6, then obviously 6 is not less than 6. In this condition the while loop will be false, and the program will be executed to the else condition. The program will be run, I is no longer than the 6. Alright, so in this example we learn about the while loop